Listen to me, it was just like God said it was, except they only had belief. They didn't have faith. They had belief in themselves, but when they saw something bigger than themselves, boom, belief went out the window. They had no faith, and faith endured. How I know? Because Caleb was like, shut your face, boys. It's time to go. God can surely deliver us. But the report spread for all the people, and all the people that simply believed didn't get to experience the promise of God. But Caleb was a different breed. Caleb was cut from a different cloth. Him and Joshua, ooh, baby, they had some faith inside of them. They believed in a God, not just in their abilities or what their eyes saw. They believed in a promise. And when they saw the glimpse of the promised land, they said, let's get it. This is what I want. I ain't settling for less. What he says I can have, I want all of it. Why? Because my God is living and active, and he is with us. He said we can have it. Let's go and get it. And that is the type of determination. That is the type of heart. That is the living word that you need inside yourself to endure what God needs you to endure. Because after enduring for a short period, you will walk in that promise. And I promise you, I don't know how long that short period is, but it's worth it. Caleb endured 40 years. Watch this. You want to talk about a living word? Caleb, for 40 years, kept himself ready to roll. For 40 years. He was out doing burpees in that desert place. Why? Because as soon as he was given opportunity, he was going to get what was his. He saw the glimpse and he wanted it. Ain't nothing else going to deter me. I don't care how many laps I got to do in this desert around this mountain. I am going to be ready when God is ready, so he ain't got to find someone else to go and do. So I tell you about my story. 2006, he calls me out. 9 years later, I get to see the glimpse, right? It's been how long since then? 2015, 6 years, going on 7 now, since I saw the glimpse of it, and I ain't tasted the fruit of it yet. Like I ain't walking in it yet. But I promise you, I'm having me a heart like Caleb, because I am going to see my God come through, not for me, for his own name's sake, because it was him that spoke the words. It was him that gave the promise, and I will believe in those words. That is what faith is. It ain't on my strength. I got no idea how this is going to happen or when this is going to happen, but I'm going to take a play out of Caleb's playbook, and I'm going to keep myself ready. So that when God does bring the open door, so when God does release the cage, we go out and we get what's ours. He ain't gonna have to find someone else. He ain't gonna have to wait on us to get ready, because we're gonna stay ready and be ready with it. You think I'm playing with you? Caleb comes to Joshua after 40 years of wandering that desert, and God brings them once more into that promised land. You know the thing he glimpsed 4 decades earlier? What he saw never left his heart. He determined right then and there that he would have every place he set his foot that God said he could have, he would have. And Caleb comes to Joshua and he says, listen to me, I was 40 years old when I was given the promise. I'm 80 now, but I am still just as, what is the word? Vibrant now as I was then. I will drive out those giants because they ain't never left. No one else drove them out. And you know what this dude did at 80? He went and took what was his, and he drove them giants out. And some of y'all, you're going to have to endure some time, and you're going to have to get ready. The fight ain't going nowhere. When you're ready, it's ready. But if you will determine that you're going to get what God has for you, I promise he will take you in. Everyone else that simply believed in their strength and their ability in what they can do, as soon as they met that size of opposition, and that size of opposition is coming, they stopped. They stopped, and they never received the fullness of what God had for them. And here's what I cannot leave you without saying. You were not just saved from something, you were saved for something.